Hello again, folks. It is time once again for Blood Bowl. UK Blood Bowl season has started once more after quite a long gap, not quite a long time away. New division, Altdorf East. Indeed, I did get promoted as I suspected and feared I might. My first match is against Fantastically Clawful, a fairly experienced Nurgle team. Pretty good roster of Nurgle warriors, block and guard. Nasty claw piling on mighty blow player there, although he's on A7, and a lot of what you generally expect to see on a team like this. He's got his full roster of pestigors there, I think, so yeah, you know, that's be interesting. I don't think he's got enough cash to do much with his petty cash, so I'm not expecting him to splash his 20k to get a blood visor or whatever. So yeah, as I said, I got promoted, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because last season was a grindy division. This season is a grindy division. I didn't end up in the division that the rest of my division who got promoted ended up in, Middenheim East. I ended up in Altdorf East instead. And Altdorf East is, there's 3 Orc teams, a Chaos team, a Chaos Dwarf team, a Nurgle team, a Dwarf team, a Lizardman team, a Necromantic team, a Dark Elf team, and an Underworld team. So there's a lot of heavy armour, there's a lot of claw. The only saving grace really is that there isn't Charlie Banks and Jones Jones with their Fowler-matic teams, and none of the other teams that were heavy Fowlers seem to have sort of ended up in this division with me this time. I think I'm one of the very few who actually has a dirty player on the roster at the moment. So we'll see how this goes. So it's Nurgle. I don't have a good track record against Nurgle. They're like Chaos, but a lot more troublesome for me. The other thing is almost every team in this division has a highly skilled kill player, you know, with piling on Mighty Blow, often Claw as well. Okay, so what do I do? Do I kick or receive? Do I kick or receive? I think I kick the ball as before and start with the one defensive situation I'm going to have to pull. I'm going to go for the 3-3-5. So the reason why I'm going for this defensive position at the beginning is so that I can have have this be my one sort of defensive bit of setup I've got to do. And hopefully the rest of the match will therefore be on the offense, giving much more control over what's going on. Now I want to split the zombies up as much as possible before getting gummed up. Oops. And force him to spread his guys around to not get as good use out of that guard. Let's have a look. Fairly safe back there. Yeah, so let's have Gander, and basically then see how this goes. So this is the first match of the new season for our division. No one else has played any of their matches yet, as far as I am aware. And to be honest, I'm probably going to play pretty defensively. You know, I'm not hunting for a win here. I'm hunting for a survive, so I'm in reasonably good shape for the next matches. So my opponent seems horribly underpowered in the Premier East last season. So he's come down from the Premiership, and he obviously wasn't up to scratch up there. He's got a nasty killer though. So yeah, split up, play cautiously, pick off what I can, aim for the more vulnerable players on the field. The Pesticles and obviously the Rotters are on the chance of wasting my hit blocks against the Nurgle creatures. And obviously, I'll take an extra reroll. And of course, do what I can to get those precious SPVs and take out some key players. Okay, that's pretty good positioning for me, actually. He's almost certainly going to be able to pick it up. There's a risk, yeah. Okay. Less than ideal for him, so he might try and play a bit more defensively to protect the ball. Okay, so his Engine of Death guy's over here near the Fowler, unfortunately. Okay. He's just going to mark it for now. But I'll go for the usual sort of defensive tactic against grind, which is play minimum touch and try and grind them down with fouling and take people down and foul them brutally if I can. Although again, they're going for my fouler. He doesn't like him very much. KO straight to. Obviously, he won't reroll that. What he will do is, that's a shame to be down the foul already. Black goes back, presumably somewhere safe. I'm assuming he'll do that anyway. Yeah. Okay. Thinking about whether to push or drop him. He's going to push. He's not followed up. Interesting. Now, I can freely pile on with my guy because, of course, oh, that's less than ideal. And he can't even push him somewhere next to one of his two dudes for another hit. Okay. I don't know. He hasn't followed up. Interesting. Okay. So he's obviously left this poor sod out as a fairly, obvious victim. So I want to ideally take one of these guys out of commission. Due to jump up, I can pile on every time. Still doesn't get through the armour. Not so good. 2, 3, 4. Bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. So we're going to shuffle everyone sideways here. I need one of these guys to move out the bloody way. Okay, let's try and just block around here. What can he do? Can he get this guy down? He can. Yeah, a bit disappointing. But again, we're going for minimum touch for now until he commits to going somewhere, and then we can figure out where we're going to hit. Ideally, I want to coax this Pestigore into moving somewhere vulnerable I can hit him. So I can sort of establish a barrier, that'll help. Interesting colour scheme for Nurgle. You often see them in horrible gribbly colours, and he's gone for the black and white, which sounds quite striking with the gribbly greenness of the eyes and the buboes and things. Okay. Okay, he's going to come in this way. What's he going to try and do? Push that guy. Ah, clear powers again. And then where's he retreating to? Presumably he's not going to follow up unless he's desperate to try and open up a... Oh, I thought Fend would stop that, but apparently not. Is he trying to open up a foul? He might be. No, he's just put it back. Okay. Or he's going to try and get the beast in here, maybe. Works for me. So I'm going to try and smack the beast down. Comes. Exciting. He's getting heavy contact here for some reason, not quite sure why. Okay, I've got to pick my targets for hitting quite carefully here. He's keeping the heavies so you can really screw things up right in the way. Okay. Jump up, goes in. Now, where do I want to send this guy? Still nothing. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. Right. Just walk in there. He's got guard. Okay. Risky here. Let's do it. Oops, I used pushback. I used... oh, I should have rerolled that. Damn it. Alright, I'm in trouble now. Okay, that's kind of shafted me a bit. How about you? Bollocks. Okay, we've now engaged severe trouble mode. Okay, you've got 2 guards here. So who can you actually hit, if anybody? No one. Damn it. Should have rerolled that. I've got 4 rerolls. Didn't. Problem is that he inevitably double skulls himself. Right, that's a problem. These guys are going to block these 2 fellas down fairly trivially. Although he can't move in there. But yeah, he's going to get the extras he needs. Okay, so that went horribly wrong. And now I'm going to get punched a lot, which is a bit of a shame. What I need is for him to try and disengage. So I can pick apart part of his team rather than the whole thing going in my face. Unfortunate hit there. I mean, one of these guys staying up would have been really helpful. Obviously that's not happening. Fend will help, just to keep that guard back. Which just means he's got a little bit more... He's got to do a little bit more commitment to get the 2 dice block back on the money, basically. Where's he going to put him? Okay, yeah, he's trying to keep grinding out this way. He's keeping his team very tightly packed. So what's he going to do? He's going to come hit him with the blitz. Okay. Well, I don't think you re-roll that. I don't think you do, because it's not worth it on a rando zombie. He might greed it. He's not greeding it. Okay. Not worth it. You can just keep him glued to somebody. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, but getting a bit worried about the ball at this point, I think. Okay, so we're seeing what I was looking for here, which is the disengagement now. It's not that it's odd because it's the best thing for him to do for getting this touchdown in, but it's the best thing for me in terms of just giving me a bit more space to breathe and start to control and push him on the touchdown. He's playing very cagey with the AV7 Blitzer type, so I haven't had a pop at him yet. Do you commit in here? You do, okay. He does want the 2 dice on the mummy. Interesting, he doesn't have to follow up there, but he does. That's interesting. Maybe he wants to free the rotter up. No, he's just going to keep him there. That's interesting. Of course, he lands the hit. I mean, there's an argument there for keeping him down and then having gone to him up for a foul or something. It's an armour break. It's not what I want to see. Okay, I'm going to have to be very aggressive on this flank now. I need to protect my do my investment over there. Can't armour break. A bit frustrating, to be honest. He's now 1 down. Equal 1 up. Okay. So I can put a block on this guy. It's probably not worth it, the risk. On there. Can do it. I think we're going to have a try. Would help to put that guy down. It would help a lot if that guy's on the floor. It's a double skulls. My block dice are not helping here. Wow. Gesture a threat towards the ball carrier. The armour ain't breaking. The dice are not flowing my way. Too many hits back coming each turn. You know, my disengagement just hasn't worked out. I can't even foul because my primary foul is off the pitch. Oh, liking that. That's important because that keeps this guy not relatively safe per se, but it makes it harder for him to move in. He is moving in though with the guard, so maybe he's looking to try and get that hit on the white with the claw pommer. But if he does, he's then stuck. He's not getting out of that afterwards, so that then sets me up for the counter attack. Ah, he won't fail his bloody rolls, will he? Stop punching Darius! Poor bloody Darius. He's using remarkably few people to keep me really hemmed back here. That's the regen. But not what I want numbers-wise, obviously. Just can't get any hits back on this guy. It's just not working. Meanwhile, he can set up his 2 dice of choice each turn with his claw pommer, which is frustrating. I can't really do the same with Penta. Looks like he's going to try and take the corner off here. Hit La. But again, it's not really needed given this guy has... I know he's just setting up a defensive line now. Okay. Drawing that guy out, interesting. Yeah, oh, he's going for him, interesting. Whew, good, that pried him free. Thank you. I could use that. Oh, and he dodges away. Okay, this is an interesting situation. A lot of my guys still tied up, but we'll see how it goes. That guy's dodging away. Exciting. Don't think he dodged that. Doesn't matter. His armour is just absolutely ironclad. This guy has a fucking problem. I need to remove this beast from this whole mess, basically. Okay. So where do I throw my hits? Problem is I haven't got all the all the guard is concentrated down here right now. But if I can pry this guy free... Not sure whether to do it or not. I'm not surprised. No armor break again. Right. Now we have an interesting situation. Like, what do I do here? Let's make some contact. Move you down the field to be ready. Make them actually get to them, okay. Okay. No! Like, what? What the hell? Can't even make a dent. He's had 2 removals. I haven't even had a stun. He's going to pitch in for the brawl now. Okay. Okay, not fantastic, but... What is this bullshit? Seriously. He's going to try and slide people around that way. Shit! Yeah, I thought much. This guy doesn't have a lot of space he can run to now. Armor break after armor break. Oh my word. Okay, we have a valid target. If he's going to stay there, I will go after him. Let me get him. He's dumb enough to... Well, not dumb. Sorry, that's unfair. He's not dumb enough. But that was not his best move ever, to be honest. Oh no, he's bringing that guy in as well. Oh, exciting to try and defend with. Interesting. God, I am just so weak here. This position is awful. I cannot get any traction whatsoever at the moment. He's not failing any rolls. I think I had to reroll. I think he's had some duff rolls, but... Oh, and a clear pal there as well. See, I had to try and make contact there to put the threat on, and it's just not happened. Sort of jump up or something. Right, let's start playing the more defensive. My team is just coming apart at the seams here. Okay. Oh, finally. We got somewhere. Long bloody last. So that's all I got, but you know, I'll take it as something. Okay, KOing the bloody beast is pretty massive, to be honest. And I'll take that. We will have 2 KO rolls, of course. Unfortunately for me. But it looks like he's going to go in hard against the these fellows. Interesting. He's going to try and go for the mummies. Exciting. Consistently marking me heavily. And because he's getting the knockdowns and the numbers advantage so far, I haven't been able to fight back against it. Because often, as we've seen with Chaos teams doing this to me before, it hasn't worked out very well for them. For me, it's not really working out so well because I just can't do much to these guys. Okay, that's something. Leave Darius alone. He's greeting it. Oh, you greedy sod. I suppose he's not got many turns left. He needs to use the reroll. Ah, fuck's sake. He's going to run off somewhere. What's done there? I was going to set his cage up down there. Okay, I'll get a turn or so at least when I can hit some dudes. Finally, need to start to hit some valuable or vulnerable targets, like the pesties. Try and get some of them off the field. Again, you know, I haven't fought very defensively overall. I've tried to protect my team rather than trying to take his out, and it's just frustrating. Okay. Nope, can't dent the armour. The really big question for me is going to be what happens to that beast, whether they come back off the KO rolls or not. If there's going to be 2 KO rolls, 25% chance that they stay off the pitch, and that would be massive. Yeah, he's happily stalling out, that's fine by me. I mean, I don't think I could theoretically score in 2 turns. It's not very likely against a full-bodied Nurgle team here. That's interesting. If he does that, he will be pitching right. Oh, down he goes. That's the reroll, obviously. Come on, double one it, please. It'd be glorious. Yes! Oh, that's a turnaround. Okay. Theoretically, I can get down there, but it's probably not worth trying. quite as effective with the foul, but it means there's a powering on opportunity. Just can't break the armour at all. Wow. Not bleeding happening apparently. Second double skulls of the match. Now, how much does he bug around with his dice and how much does he just take the touchdown? He's gonna set to work. He's quite keen, I think, to hit me with stuff. Damn it. I thought I had a chance there. Nope. Can I penetrate armour? No. Can I block people down effectively? No. Let's go for poor bloody Darius again. Darius ever did deserve this. Okay. You do not... Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to fuck up there. If you reroll and get something worse there, yeah, he's done now. Oh, okay. Not a great half so far. Well, full stop really. Can't get the hits in. Can't break the armour. Beast is still down, so that's something. So, there is a chance we'll be facing the second half without that bloody beast. Question is he going to do a standard? Is he going to stick his guys forwards in the the usual sacrificial and then roll everyone well back to protect everyone else? I hope he does. That gives me a chance to actually face murder some of these bloody rotters and just maybe get some numbers. Okay. Shame my dirty player isn't back on yet, but okay. Okay. Okay, this is your chance to shine, Erin. Go. And off it goes because you fudged it up. Oh no, touchback. So in fact that makes it easier. Goes to Erin. So that'll be a chance at that one SPP. Okay. I want to get 3 dice on this fight with him. Okay, well I'll stick with that, no need to pile on. Got one. Oh well. Suddenly, things have changed up. And I've raised him from the dead even. My word. Okay, well that's changed things up a bit. 2 removals. I've just gained an extra dude. Vanity pastime. I mean, he's still got, I think, enough rotters to be just fine on the front rank. Am I right in that, or is he? Yeah, he's got 2 rotters to put on the front rank. Actually, that's quite important because that means he's down a front ranker, which is interesting. Ah, the beast is no longer knocked out. That's a deep and abiding shame. My dirty player is still KO'd. That's frustrating. So he's rule of 5ing as well, quite reasonably. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Okay, so the usual, I guess. Sound in the middle of that. Tripwire and Drama going this side. So. Okay, and let's see how this works out then. What's that ball? High kick again. Nice. That's not fantastic, but okay. That's slightly better. That movement. Of course, that's buggered that up, unfortunately. This guy not going down has not helped. I'll have a crack at him. interesting. Moving to engage poor Tripwire there. Finally, double skull for my opponent. Rerolls it, but that is the reroll gone. Oh, okay. Not what I would see. Really moving to protect that, but so carefully. Didn't stand that warrior back up, which is interesting. Okay, from here. I'd like to hit Rando Pestigore. Might have to sacrifice these two poor bloody zombies to the grinder there. But that would mean also sacrificing Saren to the grinder, which would be less good. Don't think I'm free to double up on him, though, do I? I do have free people in here. I'm hiding on with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I can get around there. Okay, so I do need to protect on that side. We need this guy to go down here. It's not going to be what I want. And that has just popped the ball right. I can't use a reroll here. Damn it. He's got a shot at the ball carrier. Well, I cocked that one up, didn't I? Wasn't protective enough. Fucked it up. Won't be easy, but you can get in there. And that may be a game loser act just there. I just didn't put him far enough out. I put him too aggressively forwards on the basis that if I then moved in and this is the problem. I always play too defensively because when I play and then I play aggressively because I've been playing too defensively. And I think, oh, I should play more aggressively, and then I get punished for playing aggressively, and this happens. What are balls up? Interesting. At least the claw doesn't help against my poor AV7 this time. Yeah, he's not doing that. He's bringing his AVs. He's bringing him up. He's using this other guy, I guess, with the tackle. It's interesting. Not quite what I expected. I expected to get hit with the claw pommer. Oh, stop breaking my armour, you bugger. I was trying to pry the beast free, I'm not really sure. Yeah, here we go. He's going with this guy instead of the claw pommer. Maybe because the claw pommer's AV7, you won't be able to get him out again, otherwise he screws it up. I don't think you want to reroll that, it's too risky. I mean, that is also risky, but I don't think you would. Yeah, I think you have to be very careful here. Wow, this has turned into a complete clusterfuck. Now thank balls. It's good. Fend will keep him safe and let him get moved back in somewhere useful. Oh, you are not doing what I think you're. Are you completely crazy? He is. He's going for it with a beast. You git. Well, also, I'm going to have to blitz the beast down now, which is a bit disappointing because I was hoping to do some other things. Right, okay. Now, he doesn't have block, so I'll take that for sure. I'm not sure what to do about this guy though. That's pretty tempting to get the hit in there. Okay, what do? Do I put the hit in or do I back away? If I back away, it's 2+. I do have a reroll. But I don't get hit in. If I put the hit in, put him down, he can jump here. And he will then be able to. What he'll be able to do, he'll be able to bring someone in to 2 dice down these two here. But he can't get them free just yet. This is actually more valuable, this guy hitting the deck, to be honest. Like so, apparently. if I shut him out of the way, we'll get hits on me over here, but yeah. Okay. Right, we'll keep him glued in place. Or relatively glued in place anyway. Shame that guy didn't go down. Can't afford to just stick him next to him, unfortunately. I think I might need to position him there for a handoff and then I'll move out with if necessary next turn. I can actually touch down from here, which I didn't really think about, to be honest. Just if I can keep the claw pommer just tangled up for long enough. Damn it. I'd like it once if Darius didn't get knocked over again, that'd be nice. Okay, he's gonna get in here. Is he gonna try and hit the mummy? I'm not sure. No, he's just laying in. Getting in there. Exciting. Right, he's sitting up there. As I sort of expected him to. Oh no, I suppose he has to bring some guys in general here, though. He needs some. No, he had a guy there next to the beast for standing up. Right, yeah, he's setting up his chaps over here. There he goes. Now, presumably he's not going to follow up here. Because obviously if he does, then that's an angle in for me. Oh, it's another injury. And he is off this time. I think I've got a lot of zombies. Right, I'm going to have to heavily realign my forces next turn. See, the numbers game is just not working out for me at all. Ah, he just hits and hits and hits. Come on, give me some hits back, please. Some solid hits. Armor break after armor break. That's 2 removals there. And suddenly this is just sliding so strongly towards me being in serious fucking shit. Not the end of the world, though. We have some opportunities here. Few acres of that, though. Bloody hell. Right. Okay. Got her. We got her. Ah, good. That's what we needed. God, this is just getting horribly fucking wrong. No, I can't fucking hand off, can I? Look at all these bloody horrible horror death zone bullshit things. Oops. Right, that's a big fucking problem because I'm now out of rerolls as well. Fail! Fail to use it. Come on. Nope, he's failed. I can't do that. Okay, that's probably pretty much that then, for me. Oh, that is absolutely atrocious. Though at least we got that there. It's just never really come up against Nurgle before, their disturbing presence, but it's every one of those auras he's in is a penalty to catch. And given where he was, that is... How many of them? Oh, he'd just be... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, he'd be rolling 6s to pick up there. So unfortunately, I can't put him up there. It's not worth sending up there. He'd just get entangled as well. He's just getting entangled as well. So, that fucking... Oh, damn it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a colossal mistake on my part. The only benefit I've got going here is I put a lot of them on their backs, but they can all stand up and wade back in. At least I did something to the rotters, but everything else is just bouncing right off. Need some of these claw teams to play one another. And having already used the reroll there, that was the end of that, basically. I think it's only catching it effect, it's not passing. When they pass as well, Christ. So I can't get the ball free, basically. The beast getting in there, and him taking that go for it, which could have been absolutely fatal, wasn't. Has massively paid off, so he's probably going to hit him quite hard now. He doesn't need to use the claw, so I don't think he's going to use the claw. He's going to use the other guy because he's tougher. Yeah, here we go. God damn it. He's going to re-roll it. He's got to re-roll it. He's got him. Shit. I don't blame him for the re-roll there at all. That is absolutely the right thing to do, to take the ball carrier down, get it free. Just a stun at least. Unfortunately, my mummy's now in serious shit as well. At least the ball has gone somewhere that's not fantastic for him. So there's that. But now I'm going to be in serious fucking trouble. He's used his reroll. I direly need something to go wrong for him now. Anything at all that can go horribly wrong will save my ass. Because he's going to block this poor fucking ghoul right in. It's going to be a hell of a time getting him loose out of there. Again, there are some saving graces in all this. Maybe his beast will go stupid for the first time this match. That'd be nice. In fact, that'd be big if the beast derps. But you have to be careful because you'll push him back. We might not want to hit the mummy because that'll put him in a good ball covering position. Okay, yeah, he's playing moderately defensively with other pieces. He's giving me trouble. Not overwhelming, it's interesting. No stupids, but that's bad, and he has no rerolls. Oh, and that's important. Oh, okay, and it's a smashed collarbone, and it's stuck. Oh, it's a turnabout from a turnabout. This has gone completely unexpected. Right, I've got to figure out how to do this now. I need... Okay, I've got the ball. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. I will take reroll over Darius. I want Darius to stay up. That's good. Okay. We've pulled back a bit here and maintained some vague sort of defensive lineup. Because 8 plays 9 on the pitch right now. But he is missing the beast now, which is something. Jesus. He's got to send all his guard in now, unfortunately. To lay some hits in. Which will work. Interesting, you know that. Ah. To hold that, hold the line over there. He can still get this guy up and through, but he will have to go for it, which is something. This wall of strength 4 is being so hard to get through. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Come on. 1, 1, 1. Let's have that 1. No, but it's a double. I don't think you re-roll that. With your last re-roll, I think you accept it. It's not what you want, but I think you have to accept it. You do? Yeah, that's interesting. So he's trying to keep enough of my guys folded in here that can't do a lot, but all these guys just moving in for block after block is giving me serious issues. And I'm just running out of options of what I can do. I'm out of rerolls. I mean, the blitz here really does need to be this guy. With Allison. Okay. Ghoul blitz time. I know I'm going backwards here, and trust me, I'm not happy about it. Damn! It's just not happening, is it? Oh, and down he goes. I had to take the dodge, try and get him out there. I had to try and pry free there. Hasn't happened. Jump up means it's not as painful as it could be. But this whole match is rapidly going down the crapper. I've damaged that beast, and that's going to... Unfortunately, what I've done is I've given his team a beating for the next matches they're going to face, which is less than helpful because he's going to be, therefore, not in such a good situation to maul my next opponents. But it's happened late enough in this match that I'm still losing. So it's not the best situation ever. I just don't have many mobile people who can do anything at the moment. The issue here is just having anyone free to move to do anything other than get bogged down by strength 4, 2 dice uphill blocks, or other horrible shite. But we are not out of commission yet. He's still got the reroll, and I think that reroll, not rerolling the hit on my ball carrier is the right thing to do. So he's still got that reroll. Okay, he's going to try and pull back and defend, which is interesting. I've got to go up the pitch now, really. But I have no rerolls. I'm not sure it's worth risking a ghoul on death by go for it. You know, but that is risky. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Come on, 1. No, he's in. He's in, and it's a clear set of pals as well. Really, his go for it seems to be paying off a lot this match. They've completely shafted me quite heavily. Where's that ball gone? Not that relevant, thankfully. I say that because I can still get that ball out there. So not that relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get within touchdown range. And he dodges out smoothly, the little shit. And they can't get any smooth hits either. No. Thank you. He's going to re-roll it as well, isn't he? Yeah. He's going to re-roll it and smoothly whisk the ball away for a second touchdown. The git. Right, let's try and figure this out, shall we? And in doing this, he's stopped me getting a touchdown, unfortunately. Oh, and that's just too little, too late, really, isn't it? Okay. Right, what do I do here? Do I actually try and pick the ball up? I can't score from here now. Unfortunately, that's sort of more or less it. So I think we'll be annoying. Is that 3+ to pick them up? But it's pretty bad where it is. I'm quite happy with it. Oh, okay. So I know. Oh, for Pete's sake. Joe Crowan! Oh, that's so frustrating. And again, you know, I haven't played for a while. It's stupid mistakes that have got me here. But at the same time, I've done horrible damage to the other team. It's like, that's great and all, but I could have done with that earlier in the match. And not now. And now it's all gone kind of to shit. I feel relatively confident he won't be making it 2-0, but not a good start, sadly. And the dirty player being out the whole match has really made things tricky. the zombies have been very effectively tied up. I know they've been tying them up, but they've been very effectively tied up by a lot of the strength 4 is very effective out here. That just hasn't really worked out. At least I feel relatively confident I can stop this guy getting out there with the ball. All these 2 dice blocks, fucking hell. This Pentar will be good to go next time. That'll be something. Yep. He's gonna try and get away with the ball anyway, but he's got it! Little shit. What are the odds he can get away with this now? Makes 2 now. I'll be really disappointing. Okay. Okay, let's motor truth this shit. If he rolls a 1 on the go for it now, after all the go for it's my opponent has had successfully, I'll be very unamused. He hasn't, and he's got him. Nope. I don't think a single piling on has broken armour this entire match. Wow. Okay. Don't think I'm going to be doing much else here. He's going to... I think that's it. Disappointing match. Taken apart as usual by some shoddy placement of the ball carrier on my part. One of my weakest points is guarding the ball carrier. I really need to work on it. On the plus side, we've stopped it turning into a 2-0. Oh dear, this is frustrating. It's frustrating both because of the failures, both on myself and some of the not so great luck I had, but then combined with, sort of most frustratingly of all, combined with doing damage that I kind of don't really want to have made, you know? It's not great. It's not fantastic that he's... I should have probably put that guy up again. It's not fantastic that he's... Oh, and it finishes with a double skulls. It's not fantastic. Oh, it's a KO. Oh well, that saves any more damage to the team. So the team came out of that with relatively minimal damage. We came out of it with a bit of XP. No touchdowns. Disappointing start. Only 1-0, so not too bad in the touchdowns conceded gutter. Yeah. Oh, okay. I just hate playing Nurgle. The beasts are so annoying. And no, I'm going to turn down Tripwire. Who got it? Who got it? Ambar got level up. That's not great because he's the Fowler. I don't want the Fowler leveling up. He didn't even get to do anything. He got KO'd in the first turn. How did he get the MVP? Why? Rando Rotto got it for him. They've apparently changed the dice roll stuff now for the armour. So they've said now that this is the rate at which your armour holds rather than getting broken. So his armour held pretty nicely. He basically 80% of his armor. He passed 80% of his armor rolls, so his guys didn't get hurt 80% of the time, which is pretty good. I I don't know exactly how that stacks up odds-wise. I'll have to double-check, but that felt pretty good for him. The especially early on, the mighty blows weren't going through. The piling on did nothing, it felt like. I'm not sure any of it broke the armour. Whereas for me, look at this. By comparison, my armour held 57% of the time. So, yeah, not the best match for me. I mean, I can't complain too much about the luck. You know, I should have been able to pull through a win anyway without relying on people going off the pitch or not, but I placed my ball carrier badly and I paid the price. He walked out with 12. I walked out with 12 as well. Unfortunately, the 5 on Ambar is not very helpful. I'm not sure about everyone else. Nothing on the ghouls, which is a bit of a shame. So let's have a look. Doesn't look like there's any level ups. And in fact, my fan factor hasn't dropped, which is interesting. I was sort of expecting it to. So Skull continues the grind upwards. Duke, just one more injury for Duke and he'll be leveled up. Pentar continues. Now got huge distance till her next level up. And yeah, and there's Ambar there, really. At least Erin got another point towards skilling up. So yeah, not the most auspicious start to the season. What happened? What went wrong? What happened was I don't like playing Nurgle very much. He played Nurgle well, and I just couldn't unstick myself from the problems. And I don't think his Beast of Nurgle very stupid at all throughout that entire match. He had a very reliable team. He never really misplayed with the kill stack piece with the claw mighty blow piling on guy. So never left him vulnerable for me to hit him. He's got level up, but look, the problem is I've taken a chunk out of his team and dropped his thing massively. That beast is firing fodder. You don't want to keep that strength forward. Everything about them is much worse with the strength down. You know, there are things you could come back from, but strength is terrible. That guy's not really anything, but I killed the guy, and it's I've torn his team up really badly. His next opponent will be happy, but I'm not happy. Okay, well, after that start to the season, where are we going from here? Well, next up, I am playing the Giant Leapers, a dwarf team who are playing the Mountain Thorns, a Chaos Dwarf team. So the Giant Leapers currently 18180. I mean, I'm going to be back down to 1800 because I'm over from cash. He's 81810, 1830. So we will see how that. He's got Death Rather, Jesus Christ. Another one. So we'll see how these two do in their mauling of one another and see what the Giant Leapers look like when they face me. Who is getting the somewhat squidged Fantastically Clawful? The Lizardman team, who are lower down in terms of TV, I think. I'm not sure that's due to being battered or what. So they're going to be happy to face a no Beast of Nurgle team that their skinks can't get caught by. I've done their next opponent a huge favour. Sadly, I didn't really do myself any. Oh well. Thank you very much for watching. Not the best start, but I'm going to see how things go from here. Let's hope things improve for the Factol's Manifesto. My next match will be with the high sodium content against another Goblin team shortly. So it should be a few days' time, and that replay will go up as well. I'll see you then for that. Bye bye.